Well, a recent run of good form has seen us in a good position in both League One and the Champions League. In the Champions League, if we beat Atletico Madrid today, we claim second place for ourselves. In League One, if we beat PSG, we're still 7 points behind them. It's going to be a while before we beat them on a regular basis. It's just the way it's going to be. My name's FM19, and this is the Ritornu Gloria with SC Bastia, episode 81. So we went past the games I wanted to live comm, and there's a couple reasons for that. One is I looked ahead in the schedule and paid a bit more attention to it and saw we had PSG and Madrid back-to-back. The second reason, and the big reason, was I got so involved in playing FM last night that I played the Zurich game, and only after I won did I realize, hey, wait a minute, that's the second time we've played Zurich, that's the game I wanted to live comm. And so, happy coincidence, PSG and Atletico Madrid are coming up. Anyhow, after tying Benfica 2-2, we're home against Nantes, and we won 2-1 thanks to goals by Osmani and Heraldes. We were then away at Monaco, and we drew thanks to a Frank goal right at the end of the first half. Our first game in Zurich, we thumped them 3-1 thanks to goals by Macon, Vlasic, and Flores. The Flores goal was an FM goal, but it was icing on the cake. We didn't have any issues beating them. 10 shots, 17 shots, 12 on target. They're 10-3. One clear-cut chance, 2 half chances, decent possession advantage. We were just better than them across the board. Although, as good as that game was, our game against Troyes was even better as we shut them out 2-0. 28 shots, 4 on target, 1 clear-cut chance, 2 half chances, slight possession advantage. We held Troyes without a shot the entire match. They just could not put anything together. It was a very nice victory. We were then away at Dijon, and we won 1-0 thanks to a Bolani Malangu goal in the 69th minute. This was an interesting game to watch. I watched it on extended highlights. Dijon had 13 shots, 4 on target. We had 10 shots, 4 on target. This wasn't a rotated side. Vlasic got the start. Krusek got the start. Cristiano got the start. Macon and Ruiz got the start as midfielders. I'm trying to get Macon more time as an attacking midfielder on the right to get him good at that position. Ruiz has been swapping out with Correa. This was also right before the international break, I want to say, and plus we've had some niggling injuries happen that have just been driving me up a wall. We were then home against Zurich for the second half of that Champions Group stage game, and we beat them again 3-0. Kaiser had an own goal in the 3rd minute, Macon a 14th minute goal, Milescu a goal in the 90th minute. We were home against Metz, and we beat them 3-1, thanks to goals by Osmani, Cristiano, and Macon, again in the 79th minute. So Champions League-wise, we are currently tied for second place. Madrid is ahead of us on goal differential. If we win, we go to 10 points. If Zurich somehow manages to draw or beat Benfica, we'll go to first place. So we have our opportunities there. In League One, we're currently tied for second place with Lyon. They have a much better goal differential than we do. We've won a lot of really close games, 2-1, 1-0, 2-0. PSG is still undefeated. They're 10 points ahead of us. One point in time, 3 years ago, we beat PSG. There was a lot of luck involved in that game. We're going to need it today. So far, Macon leads us with 5 goals. He also has the highest rating. Magalhaes, Moribamba, and Macon all have 3 assists. Gachikadi have 88% pass completions, the best. Macon, Osmani, and Milescu each have 2 Players of the Match awards. Heraldes and Correa lead us with 4 yellow cards. I switched something out. What did I switch out? Switch this out. There we go. Stats-wise, in 13 matches played, our 21 goals are 6th highest. Our 13 goals are 5th best. 25 yellow cards for 6th highest again. And our average attendance is 12 less than packing out the stadium. I did go to the board the off-season and ask them to build a new stadium, and they essentially said, we don't have the population or fan base to support that. And frankly, they're right, because we're on an island. Unless you're going to be willing to travel for a Bastia home game, we're limited to the population of Corsica, which frankly isn't all that big. And on the other hand, though, I did convince them to buy the stadium back from the council, so we should be seeing more money from that. In the Troyes game, Almeida broke his arm. He could have been out 5 to 7 weeks and participated in practice and light training, but I didn't want to do that. I have Magahalis who can step in, and plus Cray can step over and play the left as well. So I just put him on injured reserve, for lack of a better term. I don't know what it's called in football. He's not an active player at the moment. Labano Osmani damaged his heel while playing for Greece in the 3-0 win over Ireland. And then we've got a couple players with some niggling injuries as well. Frank's coming off an injury. He's only good for about 45 minutes. That's Osmani. That's Almeida. Milescu isn't 100% match fit. Neither is Guzman Fernandez. But today, it's all about PSG. And we're playing at Parc des Princes. So I'd like to think we have a fighting chance. We shall have to see. I'm gonna set the best 11, check the reserves, and we'll be back with that match in just a bit. Well, we are playing our 4-1-3-2 today. Vinicius in goal, Magahalis, Rustic, Cristiano Flores is the defensive back four, Vlasic as the defensive midfielder behind Santi, Milescu, and Heraldez. Fernandez and Macon are up top as the strikers. Macon is a natural trequartista in the striker position, but because I'm playing him more at right wing now because I want him to take over that role, and Fernandez is my primary striker, at least in this formation, I'm not playing him as a trequartista because I want him to participate in the defense a little bit more, so he's a false 9 for this formation for us. So this is a formation that I do play not exactly a lot, but it's one of the 3 formations that I train on. I pull it out when either my wingers are tired or I don't think my wingers are as good as the other teams. And it really doesn't matter, especially when we give the ball right to the opposing team on the throw-in. Oremus out to Louis on the right. He taps it over to Mbappe, who's playing with an injury. Alvaro tries dinking it over Vinicius, but doesn't hit it hard enough. And they've got a couple players who are not exactly match fit. Valencia from outside the box. Luis is there, and it bounces off the number 24 player and in. It bounces off Mihalescu. Son of a gun. Oh, it's his first goal of the season. Thanks, FM. I think if Milescu hadn't been doing the slide tackle thing, it would have been across the face of the goal. Louis on the throw-in to Cesar. Over to Valencia. Back out to Sergej. Top of the box to Zabrowski. Out to Oremus. Corner of the box. Sergej has it now. Off Vinicius, off the post. Zabrowski has it. 4 players in front of him. And that's a free kick given. Must have been a foul. I didn't see the commentary down at the bottom. Half hour in. 8 shots, 7 on target for PSG. None for us. Corner kick in. Bounced away. Sergej knocked off a Bastia player and out of bounds. Come on, guys. Louis gets the ball off the throw-in. Sends it in. Zabrowski can't control it. Taps over to Remus. Crosses it in all the way through the box to Louis out the right. He crosses it in. Alvaro's there, and he heads it over the crossbar. Coming up on a halftime, it's been all PSG. 10 shots, 7 on target. We have had nothing going on. They've had a huge possession advantage. Hey, we finally got a shot. Vinicius sends it forward towards nobody in a Bastia uniform. Delit over to Oramus. Back to Delit. Oramus to Delit. Oramus to Cesar. To Valencia. Over to Sergej. Long pass towards Lasovoy. Who was that? Rustic tried going for the interception and missed. No, that's not Rustic. Is that Cristiano? No, it's Magahalis. Nuts. No, Lasovoy just muscled him out of the way. Nice header by Alvaro. Vinicius probably should have had that. I really am taking a risk playing Vinicius as much as I am this season. He's got 5-star potential, and I'm trying to get him there sooner rather than later. So we're going to give up a lot of goals that we probably shouldn't be. Magahalis to Vlasic, to Santi, to Milescu, over to Heraldez. Top of the box, off the crossbar. Oremus to Becker. Wilch sends it forward and the highlight ends. Going to make a couple changes here. Correa is going to come on for Magahalis. Gajikayev is going to come on for Vlasic. Zabrowski. Heraldez got in front of it, but it goes right to Aramis. Long pass while Alvaro, who got behind the defense. Vinicius, a very nice block. Olivier, corner kick in. Vinicius gets that. Well done. Now, I'll give the boys a little encouragement. Half of them were not affected at all. Vinicius. Again, to no one in a Bastia uniform. He's supposed to kick it to the playmaker on that. Zabrowski drives forward on the left, blows by the Bastia player. Alvaro, a weak header. Vinicius has no problems collecting that. He's going to kick it long again. Dang it. Over Wilsh's head. Out to Louis. Gajikayev dispossesses him, goes right to Lasovoy, to Zabrowski. Is that a foul? Sergej. Off the curls it just wide right. I'm not quite sure what's going on. The game's jumping around a little bit. 7 minutes left. Can we get a goal, guys? Aramis to Louis. Sends it in. Vinicius blocks that. Had a good chance of going in far post. Vinicius got a hand on it. Olivier. Out to Lasovoy. Almost loses it. Sends it back to Olivier. And the highlight ends. Sergej intercepts the throw, but it goes right to Hrustic, who's dispossessed. Alvaro has it. Lasovoy over to Sergej. To Olivier. Drives forward. Crosses it to Lasovoy on the right. He crosses it back in. Alvaro's there, but he pushes it wide left. Only a few minutes left. We've had 2 shots. None on target. They've had 25 and 14. Sergej off Vinicius. In theory, kicks it out of bounds. It was almost a third goal there. Munoz on the throw-in. Heraldez knocks it away to Louis, who takes an ambitious cross, but it bounces off a Bastia player. It goes out of bounds. Corner kick. Should be last play of the game here. Olivier Flores knocks it away, and that is it. Holy cow, was that a horrible, horrible performance. Flores on a 5-8. Vinicius on a 7-0. Guzman on a 6-2. Jeez. Yeah, so they have Matthias de Ligt, who everybody knows is a very good defender. They also have Marcus Wilch, who's a regen, who is just as good as de Ligt, if not a little bit better technically and attacking-wise. $144 million worth of defensive center back right there. Well, it could have been a lot worse. They had 26 shots, 15 on target, 1 woodwork hit, 4 clear-cut chances, 6 long shots, a huge possession advantage. We could not get anything done. And we got Atletico Madrid in 4 days. And I didn't want to play a weakened side against PSG because I wanted to try and win. And I played probably one of my better 11s for that formation, and we still got shut out 2-0. Fun times. Well, after the game saves, I'm going to forward ahead to the Atletico Madrid game, set the best 11, check the reserves, and we'll be back with that match in just a bit. The rest of the games haven't been played yet for this week, but I wanted to point this out. PSG has allowed 6 goals in 14 games. On the flip side, Strasbourg's only scored 6 goals in 14 games. So, jeez. On the other hand, we may not be doing well, but our under-19s are winning the group stage. Well, a slightly different formation today. It's a 4-3-3, but it's 3 midfielders instead of the defensive midfielder. Vinicius in goal, Magalhaes, Ziangsheng, Cristiano, and Flores is the defensive back 4. Osmani, Milescu, and Heraldez is the midfield 3. Correa and Macon is the attacking midfielders, with Fernandez up top as the striker. So I don't think it's going to become a full-time thing, but Vlasic picked up a knock, and it says he's match fit, but he's really not. And then, Flores dispossesses. Tries crossing it in, but Prado intercepts. Back to Zani. Out towards Miazane. De Jong has it. Over to Lamar. Up to Gumney, over to Mizani, who gets by one defender, to Van Dusen. Oh, nice block by Vinicius. Corner kick in, Lamar. Knocked away, Miyazani top of the box, to Gelson. Out to Lamar on the right. Drives in, but taps out to Prado, back to Gelson to Van Dusen, and Vinicius again, a nice save. Although, frankly, that wasn't all that hard a strike. We're doing better against Atletico than we did against PSG. Geraldes on the corner kick. Knocked down, Van Dusen's going to have it. Holds it up, over to Lamar. Oh, nice block by Vinicius, but he gets the rebound back and puts it far post. Nuts. Now, Vinicius did well to stop the first one. Going into halftime, we've had our chances. 10 shots, 6 on target to their 6 and 5. We just have not been able to put anything together in their third of the pitch even. Lamar on the corner kick for Atletico. Van Dusen. Hernandez bounces back and forth. Back off Hernandez in for the goal. Son of a gun. Or it's Graverbach's goal. Guys, we gotta be doing better here. Corner kick in, Geraldes to Macon. Now tries sending it in, but it bounces off an Atletico player. The number 48, Flores. Gelson has it. Crosses in, Mizane. Son of a gun. Hrustek's going to come on for Cristiano. Flores is coming off. Correa is coming on. We'll save the last sub for now. It was just... He literally sat there and watched the ball go over his head and didn't do anything. I really don't want to see this again. Can we at least get a goal, guys? We'll go to the very attacking. We're 3-0 down. What do I have left to lose? Hrustek to Fernandez. Out to Theory. Crosses it in. Correa takes the shot, puts it in far post. Well done. That was nice. Theory almost lost it. Nice first touch by Correa, though. Taps it down with his left, holds it in place, then boots it in with his right. Well, we're going to switch the formation up just a little bit. Milescu is going to come off. He's pretty much shattered. Correa is going to move to the attacking midfielder on the center. Ruiz is going to come on from Milescu and move out to the left. Correa is going to become a shadow striker. Tete to Alvarez. Back to Tete. Crosses it in. Lamar takes a shot near post. What is my defense doing? Other than not really defending. He went for the header and absolutely whiffed on it. Guys. We've had our chances. 15 shots, 9 on target. Beltran. To Grujic. Takes the chef. Theory on the throw-in. Macon, Gravenberch gets it. Miyazane's going to get there. Xing Cheng intercepts that, though. Up to Osmani, or to Magahalis. Back to Osmani, and that's the game. Gee. I need to learn how to curse in Corsican. That was just... And we're playing Benfica next. We need Zurich to beat Atletico just to have a chance of finishing second. I don't think that's going to happen. No, we've been officially eliminated. Son of a gun. How have we been eliminated? We still... If we play Benfica, how are we still eliminated? Goal differential. Goal differential. Yeah, if Madrid loses and we win, we're on 10 points, but we have a -2 goal differential already. If we score 2, it gives us an even, and they're still ahead. What's going on with my defense? Well, there's no reason to come back for the Benfica game. We're playing Concarneau in the Kudu League 4th round. Strasbourg or Lens? You know what? We're going to play our strongest squad against Concarneau, and we'll play the rotated side against Strasbourg. And then probably a big break and come back for Lille. Back-to-back losses. You know, the game against PSG, I expected. Yeah, Atletico Madrid has better players than we do, but we had just as many shots and just as many on target. My defense, though, just lollygagging around. Oh, hey, look, there goes the ball over my head into space where I could run and get it, but I'm not going to. Unreal. That's just... I wonder if that's a product of his instructions on the corner kicks in, because he sits back, but he sits back more on the left side of the box, and he plays defensive right back. And instead the match engine is just saying, oh, hey, just drift away from the ball. Oh, man. Well, we're still top 4 in League 1. That's the goal for this season. Finish top 4, get back to Champions League next year. And just, well, I don't think you could have liked what you saw and heard. Lord knows I didn't. Those 2 performances there were just absolute dreck. But if you did, for whatever reason, I don't know, seek professional help maybe? Try a different pill? Who knows? I'm joking. I'm joking there. But I would appreciate it if you did leave a like. Subscribe to the channel for more content. Questions, criticisms, comments, leave those down below. Lord knows, these last 2 matches should have a plethora of comments about how badly I screwed things up following them. I need to end this now. My name's FM19, and this is the Return of Gloria with SC Bastia, episode 81.